After spending more than 10 years in Virginia's General Assembly, Brian Moran resigned to focus on trying to become governor. So is that a smart move? As Gail Pennybacher shows us, Moran's supporters say absolutely.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Hi.
Nice to see you.
If handshakes turned to votes, Brian Moran would be well on his way to the general election for Virginia governor.
Well, we're trying to communicate as much as possible.
As the youngest of 7 children in a working-class Boston household, Moran was taught to be humble, but learned early to be assertive.
Brian is the type of person that grew up the hard way, and he understands what it's like to struggle.
Law school brought him to Northern Virginia. He worked his way through, sights set on a career in public service like his older brother, Virginia Congressman Jim Moran. Mame Riley is Brian Moran's campaign chair.
He's the type of person, I think, that's really spent his life working for those who are in the shadows of society. Because if it's not an even playing field, then it's not working.
After years as a prosecutor here in Arlington County enforcing the laws, Brian Moran ran for the House of Delegates and won so he could take a hand in making the law. Over 13 years representing the Alexandria area in the General Assembly, Moran earned a reputation as a bipartisan playmaker.
And the thing that I think separates Brian from the other candidates in the race is that he knows how to reach across the aisle, the party lines, and work with Republicans.
Eventually, as leader of the House Democratic Caucus, Moran worked to transform the political landscape of Virginia for the 2008 presidential election. That's why he's won the endorsement of the majority of Virginia's mayors, including Robin Gardner of Falls Church.
He is a consensus builder, and he's proven that again and again in the House of Delegates.
Fairfax County Board of Supervisors member Kathy Hudgens says Moran made big strides for all of Northern Virginia in energy, education, and the economy. Specifically the persistent push for Dulles Rail.
The willingness to speak out for us, to make sure that it could happen, but also to garner the support of others from around the Commonwealth.
Moran is pro-choice, supports a legal track for immigrants towards citizenship. He wants gun law reform and supports civil unions that would require changing Virginia law banning same-sex contracts.
As governor, I will not rest until we repeal the Marshall-Newman Amendment.
But that Marshall-Newman Amendment was hurtful and hateful, and we didn't need to write discrimination into Thomas Jefferson's sacred document, the Constitution of Virginia.
Now, I'm a volunteer with Democrat Brian Moran's campaign for governor.
Time is running out in Moran's quest to become governor. If he is elected, it would be something of a history-making feat. It's been almost 60 years since Virginians voted in a governor directly from the General Assembly.
Well, I'm Brian Moran, run up for governor, and the election's June 9th. I'd love your vote.
Until then, Moran will keep shaking hands to earn those votes. In Arlington, Gail Pennybacher, Battleground, Virginia.